Well, let's turn now to the day's business news, starting with Boeing. And for more on that, we can join our business editor, Cole Stangler. Cole, tell us more.
Hi, Julia. So they finally have a critical software update for their 737 MAX jets. Aircraft currently grounded worldwide after 2 fatal crashes within a 5-month span. And both accidents now, of course, have been linked to this question of the automated feature on the plane designed to prevent stalling, a feature that the aerospace giant now says it's fixed. 737 MAX is the fastest-selling jet in Boeing history, and the company clearly hopes it'll be up and running again soon. It said it's planning to submit the software update to U.S. flight regulators next week. Lauren Bearstecker has the details.
6 months and 207 test flights later, Boeing says it's finished updating the software implicated in the deadly crashes of its 737 MAX airplane. The automated system, known as MCAS, mistakenly caused jets to nosedive due to faulty sensor readings and left pilots unable to regain control. But after tinkering with the software and adding a second sensor, Boeing appeared confident the 737 MAX would soon be ready to fly again.
We are making clear and steady progress and are confident that the 737 MAX with updated MCAS software will be one of the safest airplanes ever to fly.
Boeing has been forced to ground around 370 planes worldwide following crashes in Indonesia and Ethiopia that left 346 people dead. The company disclosed an initial financial hit of $1 billion, and several carriers using the 737 MAX, including American Airlines and Southwest, also reported massive losses. With the latest software update, Boeing hopes to get the plane back in the sky as soon as possible, but the issue of pilot training is likely to be a sticking point. Boeing argues computer training is sufficient for pilots to learn the new software, while some safety experts and regulators say pilots should practice on flight simulators, a requirement which could delay the 737's return for months, and that Boeing seems determined to resist.
Longtime rivals in the video game world are now working together. Sony and Microsoft have formed a partnership. According to a statement, Microsoft's cloud platform known as Azure will host PlayStation's new streaming service. The companies also said they would work together on semiconductors and artificial intelligence. Microsoft's Xbox, of course, has long competed against PlayStation. The two firms might now have a bigger rival in common, though. Earlier this year, Google announced its own gaming streaming service known as Stadia. Now, investors evidently pleased with the news coming out of Sony. The Nikkei finished the day up about 1%, is returning to the Asian markets now. Nikkei up about 1%, with Sony shares leading that, up more than 10%. On the other hand, a different story for the major stock indices in Hong Kong and in Shanghai, both showing losses. Of course, the big reason here is that ongoing U.S.-China trade dispute. Now, European markets are in negative territory as trading begins, as we're seeing here. The FTSE down about 1/5%. Now, EasyJet, which is based out of London, said revenue in the second half of the year would be down. That's due to a weak European economy and uncertainty over Brexit. EasyJet shares, though, however, up just slightly, but the overall picture is the markets are down here in Europe to begin the day. Now, with the U.S. and China locked in their costly trade dispute, the leaders of another group of countries spent Thursday touting the benefits of free trade. Ministers convened in Chile to celebrate what's known as the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, or CPTPP. The deal covers more than 1/10 of the global economy. It would have been even bigger had the United States not dropped out. Donald Trump withdrew the U.S. from the trade pact in 2017. The remaining 11 countries, though, say they're glad to be a part of it. That was the message from Singapore's trade minister.
So CPTPP has a strategic significance not just because of the tangible benefits it brings to the respective countries. The greater role that CPTPP plays is an important part of the global jigsaw puzzle for us to promote a more open and rule-based trading system and to resist the tide of isolationism and protectionism.
And finally, a rough day for one of Silicon Valley's so-called unicorns. Social media platform Pinterest went public last month, and on Thursday it posted a loss for the start of the year that was larger than expected at $41 million. Shares then fell as much as 19% in after-hours trading. The Pinterest app allows users to search for and collect ideas for weddings, home decor, and recipes. The company says it's still on track to meet analyst expectations for the full year. There's no shortage of optimism for the platform, Julia. It claims to have accounts for 8 out of every 10 American mothers. That's certainly a lot.
8 out of 10, so 4 out of 5 mothers.
My mom's not one of them.
Okay, I was just about to ask that question. I'll have to do a poll of American mothers around me.
I think so.
Cole Stangler, thank you very much for that business update.